Hi there, and welcome back to another episode of the Bright Ideas Daily Nugget. I am your host, Trent Dyrsmid, and this is the daily video series where I answer your questions about how to grow your e-commerce business, as well as to give you a look over my shoulder, as well as my team's shoulder, I should say, as we grow our business closer to our goal of $10 million a year, which we are rapidly moving towards. So today we're going to answer a question from Andrew Steinmeier, and the question is how do we maintain a 20% gross margin, which is the gross margin, give or take maybe 0.5%, across our portfolio of products overall. So Andrew, thank you very much for submitting the question. In order to maintain your gross margin, or what we do to maintain ours, is number one, we make sure that we're only entering into direct relationships with manufacturers where we have a contract that specifies that we are one of, ideally, 2 authorized sellers for that product. And ideally, the manufacturer themselves is the other seller. The byproduct of that, of course, is there's never a race to the bottom. Now, it could be that they want to have 4 sellers. And if they have agreements with all 4 and you're one of those 4, again, they're going to know who all those sellers are, and the race to the bottom is not going to occur, so your product margin will obviously be maintained. Now, assuming that you're not in this situation, you should be using a Repricer, and these tools have gotten a lot smarter over the last few years. It used to be that Repricers would automatically cause a race to the bottom because everybody would program them exactly the same, beat by a penny, and it would just go all the way to the bottom. Repricers now are getting better, and they will actually reprice up because there are other factors to take into consideration. So if you're not using a Repricer or you're using Amazon's garbage Repricer, you should pay for a good quality one. The one that we use, formerly known as App Eagle. So if you just Google App Eagle, or you use Brightideas.co/App Eagle, it should take you to whatever the thing is called now, and I can't remember off of the top of my head. And finally, monitoring your competitors' inventory levels. So let's say, for example, Amazon becomes one of the sellers, which has happened to us on numerous occasions. So you have a choice at that point in time, and you can write these rules into your Repricer. You can follow them down to the bottom, or if Amazon's on the product, typically because it sells quite well, Amazon runs out of stock all the time. They're absolutely horrible at keeping themselves in stock. So you simply wait for the windows when Amazon or whoever the other seller is who's dumping the price, let them have at it. Let them needlessly dump the price, wait for them to run out of inventory, and then you'll be able to sell yours at the price you want. Now, that might not always work out exactly as you would like, and you may find, well, this product, it happens too often that Amazon or some other idiot is a seller, at which point in time I would suggest you just take your lumps, join the race to the bottom, get out of that product, don't reorder it again, and take that capital and reinvest it in another product. So again, Andrew, thank you very much for submitting the question. If you'd like to submit your own question, just go to Brightideas.co/asktrent. And if you're not yet a member of our thriving community of e-commerce entrepreneurs, you can easily become one by going to Brightideas.co and becoming a subscriber. When you do, you will get notifications of future Daily Nugget videos, as well as our podcast where I interview other successful e-commerce entrepreneurs. And finally, if you are already a member of our tribe and you're watching this in one of our Facebook groups, would love it if you would take a moment right now and hit the like button, the share button, and ideally leave a comment and or a question. Thanks so much for tuning in. Take care. Bye-bye.